Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. All right, everybody, let's take a look and see what happened in the stock market today. We're looking at the E-mini S&P 500 futures. These are the March 2022 contracts. Yeah, a pretty significant down day. 43.75 range. Opened up at 46.97. The high was 47.06, so most of the day was below the open, obviously. So we'll see what happens here. It looks strong here and here. And then yesterday was, one of those candlesticks that, like, is that a reversal candlestick? Because it looks like one, but sometimes you get these kind of run-ups like that, strong run-up, you just get a stall on pricing. So we'll see what happens here. I don't think we've gone above the all-time high at any days yet, 47.12. So now the question is, are we getting something like, trying to see something? No. There isn't something like this that we've seen in a while. I'm just looking here, where you get a big reversal. Doesn't normally happen. Yeah, you might get something like this. It just stalls for a few days and then takes off. But this one did come back down to the 50 and touch. Got a little below it, actually. Way back there in March of this year. So, I guess that's a possibility. It could come back down and touch this 50. It's rising 50. Which would most likely be higher than where it's at right now, 45.59. So 45.60. So even if it does come back down and touch this, which is possible as we approach, let's see, what's the daily cycle again? There's one there at 12.26. I think this one is at 12.15. Okay. So that could happen. I'm positive there was trading opportunities today. I mean, how do you not make money? Do you make money going down? Do you make money going up? Okay, let's go look at the monthly. Then we'll come back and finish up with the daily here. Still strong. This still pointing strong. The short-term indicators, they're definitely showing divergence. That hasn't changed. But for now, it's still strong. Very strong, well, fairly strong month up to this point. Let's look at the weekly. Now the weeklies, yeah, that's a nice strong week right there. SMI after today is pointing back down. Big Daddy still pointing up. MACD is flat as it gets. So mixed signal there on the weekly. Okay, and of course volume last week was huge, whereas this week it's typical of an up week, right? Lower volume. Okay. So my closing thoughts before I move over to the hourly chart for the members. So where do I think we're headed? Well, it's not surprising. I said 2 days ago that I thought that this might be a red day. Turned out to be almost a red day. And today was, not a huge day, but significant enough to where you can make money on a down day. Until the market tells us otherwise, it still looks positive. But if we get a red day tomorrow, okay, if we get a spike in volume tomorrow and this goes up, if the volume goes up like this and price comes down, that's a different story. Then I think this was just a temporary little rebound, and we'll wait to see. The other thing is we could get a little bit of sideways chop for a while. It's possible. But just bear in mind that either, I think it was the 12th, yeah, the 15th are here, could be a potential low, as well as out to like the 26th. So a lot of the futures products are showing that, right? Anywhere from like the 15th or 16th all the way out to like Christmas Eve, maybe the day after Christmas, whatever. So that entire time frame still, to me, is a weak time, susceptible time frame, right, for price to come down. So if we see a red candlestick tomorrow, then that, to me, confirms that we are indeed heading towards one of these 2 cycle lows, or even a combination of the both. Okay. I mean, this did not cross over with authority. Look, it just pinched and sitting there. So, another red candlestick tomorrow, like I said, would be a pretty good indicator that there's more pressure down than we thought, right? All right, hourly chart for the premium members. Okay. Today, which started over here, not a very strong day, that just slowly made its way down through the entire session. I say not strong, I simply mean not going up. It's strong enough to trade, certainly to the short side. Boy, oh boy, was there opportunity. Really, to be honest with you, no surprise it's going down. Here's where the MACD crossed over, a session and a half ago. Those are things you want to be paying attention to. You want to pay attention to that MACD. If it rolls over like that, it starts getting a gap, well, overall, usually over the long run, you're going to see prices decline, which is exactly what's happened here. Okay. Just look at the start yesterday. There really wasn't an opportunity to trade long. I mean, you had this, and you could have traded it. You could have made a little money right there. Not much. 6.5 points, not bad. Maybe you picked up 4 or 5 of that. Okay. I wouldn't have traded any of this. Okay. I might have traded that candlestick. But then it was just right along the 50, right along the 50 until we got rejected for sure. And then there was a candlestick to trade, guys and gals. That's it right there. That was a candlestick to trade at 1 o'clock this afternoon. There it was. As soon as you got that second red candlestick in a row below the 50, you're good to go. This one over here was sufficiently enough below it. Most of it was below the 50, so I'd have no problem trading this. As soon as that bad boy opened up and started going down, okay, I'm trading it. Let's look at the 5-minute for that. Let's look at the 5-minute towards the end of the day at 1 o'clock. Where did 1 o'clock start? 1 o'clock started way over here. Somewhere. Started right there. Okay? So on the 5-minute chart, the 1 hour chart is going to give you kind of an overall sense of what to trade. But what you're really going to look at is a 5-minute, and that's going to be the candlestick right there, that 130 candlestick. Okay? I think it's this one. Yeah. That's the candlestick you're going to trade right there. Okay? Or if you want to be a little more patient, you trade that one. And then you had 1, 2, 3, 4. You stop out on this one. This one right there on the green one. And then you reacquire for sure. You could probably reacquire halfway down this candlestick. If you wanted to be super safe, you'd reacquire once it got below that lower wick. So just think about it. You got one, playing it safe, right? Let's just talk about the safest trade. I would have traded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would have stopped out on this one probably for a little bit of give back, just a little bit as it rose up. Okay. Then I would have gotten back in here. I definitely would have. This one's a little bit tricky to trade, admittedly. Okay. Paying attention to the MACD, you're well below the 0, so you got to really start paying attention. You can see these are getting kind of bottomish, right? They're starting to really bottom out. So maybe you don't trade that at all. Okay. But even if you stopped, it went here and at some point it came up, you stopped out, you waited, and you took advantage of all that. Okay. And these last two candlesticks, maybe they're tradable, maybe they're not, because timing the bottom is always hard. But just think about that. This entire time down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, maybe 6 total candlesticks were traded out of this entire time. Man, that was serious money. Okay. Right there, it opened up at 46.84, and it was pretty easy trading all the way down here to like 46.75, 76. Okay, think about that. Okay, that's about 8 points worth of trading right there in what, less than half an hour, 45 minutes? That was good money right there. If that's all you traded the whole day was that 8 points worth of trading. You know, and at this point, when you get into this candlestick, you can just pour it on. You know, you can at least go to a medium-sized position, right? If you're afraid to go large, which is fine. You know, you want to be a little conservative, just take a medium position right there and ride it out. If you want to be more aggressive, then you increase your position size a little more and you really, you hit a home run. But that's what I would have made, guys. I was trading oats today. Oats was a big move. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's what I would have traded right there if I was trading the indexes. Would have started right there. Made a nice little profit. And I'll do the rest of the futures products on the all products video. All right, talk to you guys real soon next time.